Hi, it's me, Mrs Blackwell. It really feels like 5 minutes ago that I recorded an April version of this video, but here we are in May, and so this is what I've been reading. The Hypocrite by Jo Hamya. She'll be known to some of you as the host of the Booker Prize podcast. She might also be known as a writer for The Guardian, The New York Times, and many other serious publications. This is her second book, and this is the story of Sophia and her father. Sophia's father, doesn't have a name in the book, just Sophia's father, is a well-known novelist of the Ernest Hemingway, hard-drinking, womanizing variety. And Sophia and her father are on holiday in a Sicilian island, and it goes terribly. We jump forward 10 years, and Sophia has written a play about this holiday in Sicily. Sophia's father is sitting in a matinee performance in London, and he's watching his daughter's impression of this holiday unfold in front of him. I loved this book. It's probably not going to be as widely read as it should, but for me, this book was brilliant. Added on top of it, of course we don't judge our authors by their age, but when I found out that Jo is merely 27 years old, I felt that the future is very bright for literary fiction. Jo Hamya, The Hypocrite. Peter Miller's Shopkeeping. Peter Miller is an architectural bookseller based in Seattle, Washington, but this is a book for anybody who owns any kind of shop, and it elevates shopkeeping to a level that we probably don't normally see when it comes to retail jobs. This is a book for anybody who owns a shop, works in a shop, if you've got a friend with a shop who works in a shop. It is a beautiful little hopeful guide for the industry. If you need a gift for a friend in retail, buy them this, tell them to keep it in their handbag or under the counter. Anytime they need a little boost, just flip open to a page and enjoy Shopkeeping by Peter Miller. The Ministry of Time by Kaliane Bradley. The Ministry of Time is a fictional ministry inside the British government. They have figured out how to move people back and forward in time, and this centres around the story of Captain Graham Gore, a real polar explorer who died in Antarctica in the 1800s. He's been brought to present-day London, and this is the story of that experiment. It's a little bit of romance, it's a little bit of time travel, and a little bit of science fiction. All Fours by Miranda July. Miranda is a filmmaker, an artist, a writer, really everything. This is fiction, but it's clearly got a bit of autobiography in it. The protagonist is 45. She has agreed with her husband that she's going to have 3 weeks away from the family to drive from her home in in Los Angeles to drive to New York. And instead she pulls off the highway about 20 minutes from home outside of Greater Los Angeles and spends 3 weeks in a roadside motel. This is full of very funny internal monologue, but it is also full of a lot of R18 content. You've been warned. Miranda July, All Fours. Over on LibroFM, I listened to Adam Grant's Hidden Potential. This is a book for really any teacher, coach, parent, manager. This examines how to get the best out of people using everything other than innate talent. So all the other skills and all the other possibilities available to us. That's Adam Grant's Hidden Potential. And lastly, George Stephanopoulos' The Situation Room. I actually didn't read this one, Mr. Blackwell did, but he loved it so much that it needed an endorsement here on Mrs. Blackwell's Reads. George Stephanopoulos, if you don't know him, you may remember he was immortalised in Friends. Rachel and Monica were delivered a pizza that was George's, and at that time in the late 90s, early 2000s, he was the communications advisor to the Clinton administration. Subsequently, he is the host of a breakfast news show here in the US called Good Morning America, and he has taken his political knowledge and put this book together about this one room in the White House called the Situation Room. Presidents can use that room to assemble assemble all their human resources in times of crisis. And this starts with the Kennedy administration and works right through to the Biden administration and how each subsequent president has used that room for different crises. That's it for May. Emma gave me a great suggestion last month, which was to just put all these books together on one web page so they're easy to find. You can find that at thevillagebookshop.co.nz, and at the top there's a space for Mrs Blackwell's monthly reads. All right, see you again in June. Bye.